Welcome back. I had a day off. Wasn't able to keep the regimen up, but I'm back. I'm back to talk my shit. So, at any rate, a lot of people ask me to talk about the immigration situation, and of course, the woman getting shot and killed, and other things. Anybody getting killed is a bad thing. Case closed. So let's talk about the whole condition or the situation with immigration in this country. As FBAs, Foundational Black Americans, we have a soft spot for the underdog. Rightly so. We rose up from the ashes. Yes, we did. But now, and it's just my opinion, we are going in the wrong direction. Before I say this, I want to give a shout out to the Soundproof Hunger Room. They showed me love. I've been on their show a few times. I'm going to drop their show in the link. And also, I've been checking my analytics, and I noticed that some people are not joining the Facebook, the bar. Come on over. I think it's like maybe only 10%, only 10% of people are joining the YouTube page. So let's get those numbers up because I want to hear from you. I want to hear your point of view because I'm saying my point of view right now. So now back to immigration. I have conversations about it and with other FBAs, and they don't think that people that come here for a better life, rightly so, are gunning for the low hanging fruit, which I mean the jobs, low hanging fruit, the jobs that's kind of easy to get, like entry level jobs, and rightly so, people should fight for those positions. I say fight, I mean compete. Pardon me, not fight, but compete for those positions. Is that wrong? No. Now here's a situation: when you have illegal immigration, let's talk about illegal immigration. If somebody went through the process, because it is a process, you have to get your shots. We have to identify who you are. Like, who are you? You know what I'm saying? You get the paperwork, and I mean that it can be a lot too. But you went through some type of process. Not show up at the border and say, "Hey, we're here." I'm gonna get into some other things too later on. Later on, maybe later on this month. But I'm gonna stay on this topic right here. So now, illegal immigration. We had a situation where truck drivers, in order to be a truck driver, a semi driver, you have to speak English. We ain't trying to be cruel. We ain't trying to be funny. We ain't trying to be bullies. But you got to know the street. You have to know or know how to read the signs. You have to be able to communicate to emergency respondents if something go wrong with your truck or you hauling something that fell over and is hazardous. We have to communicate with you. So that's the benchmark. It's not being cruel. And we had a few situations, and that's one of the things I'm doing my show for, because I realize when I have these conversations with other FBAs, we are underinformed, but we are overly emotional. You know, the thing I always get is that, especially at work when we talk, they say, "Kurt, you're gonna be on a bus too. You're gonna be on a bus too. When they come pick them up, they're gonna pick you up too." Oh, okay, all right, okay. Where they taking me back to? Where they taking me back to? But let's go on. So I'm gonna be in the comments, and I want to hear your take on it about illegal immigration in legal immigration. Legal immigration, yes. And let me see if I can put some more on this right quick. I'm gonna show you a video. And yes, it might sound like propaganda, but some of us have heard this before. When I say heard this before, heard the slander that our community gets. Because we are a new community. Believe it or not, FBAs, we are a very young culture with no culture. And people might say, Kurt, what do you mean we have no culture? We got rap music. Rap music is not a culture. It's part of a culture. But safe to say, I heard somebody say that your culture is defined on what your culture is defined for what you don't do. And I'll explain that later on in another video, because I don't want to get off this topic about immigration. So we had a situation where the Democrats, and I want to say I left the Democrats because they're getting crazier and crazier and crazier of what they have no solutions at all. Like, I understand that, hey, I'm against this, but what if we do this? They're like, no, we just complaining. And I want to say the Democrats under the Biden administration, the southern border was wide open. People just walked on through. We had a situation where the Republican states said, okay, if you're going to let all these people in, like El Paso, Texas, the governor said, look, if you're not going to close this border, we're going to ship on buses to these major cities. And that's what they did. And the mayor, Brandon Johnson in Chicago, and this is what I don't understand, that we have educated FBAs that's almost traitors to this country. Traitors in the sense, not to say, well, I'm just going to say they're traitors. They're traitors because they are trading their communities for status. They're traitors. And that being said is that the Republican state said, okay, if you're not going to fix this immigration situations and we can't do nothing about it, we can't do anything about it, we're going to put just about all the immigrants on a bus and send them to Sanctuary City, Chicago. And what happened? They blew their budgets. New York, over budget. Chicago, over budget. So I'm going to show you a video right now of how FBAs are waking up and saying, wait a minute, this is not even our fight. They did what with welfare? And you telling me that they closing my child's school down because they don't have any money? Wait a minute, our park is getting turned into a immigration camp? So our kids can't play in the park because now y'all housing immigrants in the park and our recreation center? Let me show the video.
Here in this nondescript warehouse in Northeast El Paso, more than 150 men, women, and children await city-sponsored buses that will take them to New York City and Chicago. For the migrants I speak with, a free bus ride is like winning the lottery. The family journeyed for 27 days, mostly by bus and foot from Venezuela through Central America to the U.S.-Mexico border.
Although I support our mayor, I do not support his decision to use this as a park. We cannot use our parks. We cannot use our parks to house migrants. Again, it takes away from the vibrancy of our neighborhoods. And so with that, I ask you to join me. Now, we have not made this into a migrant shelter yet. Mr. Glover, you're going to get an opportunity to speak.
No. Turn the mic on. We're tired of hearing politicians. Turn the mic on. Turn the mic on. Good evening, everyone. I'll show you how disrespectful this is. On the 5 o'clock news, they projected that the migrants would be here by Saturday. Look, welcome to the welcoming city. Well, I got to tell you, only certain areas are welcoming. That's us. They want us. They say they want to use this park, but let me tell you, LaSalle Street, Clark Street, all the office buildings, nobody wants to be in the loop anymore. They all want to move west because of new buildings with better amenities. Those buildings are empty right now with water, heat, and everything. But they don't want the migrants down there. We're not anti-migrants, but this is so disrespectful for them to just sit up here with this crap and we're supposed to listen to it. You know what? If you would had your right mind and see a crowd like this, you would say to yourself, they don't want it. But no, these politicians, they think that they could just do everything. And see, another thing is you all's representative, I can say what I want to say because I take nothing from them. I don't need nothing from them.
All right, I have a heart, okay? I do have a heart, but what I do not appreciate is your issue with us and our need for self-preservation. Okay, this country has not made it made clean with us as African Americans here. We should not give them a pass on what happens with us here. Okay, you appointed a deputy mayor of immigration because we have a refugee immigrant crisis. You've been having a crisis in the city. Where's our deputy mayor? A bunch of boulets sitting here, okay? A bunch of boulets sitting here. And Vasquez, you are an alderman. When have you stood with your people out there protesting? I saw you 2 Saturdays ago at Pritzker Park at 4:30 p.m. Why you find the strength to protest with them? Even after you give these people work permits, okay, you need to be honest with them. It is highly expensive to live here in Chicago. There will be an additional burden on the welfare system. We don't need that. How many schools did you all close? You got over 5,000 of their children in the schools. You didn't build any new schools. But you want us to focus on giving these teachers extra money. This is you guys' future. Okay? I don't see how, and I hate to play the race card, but the government has given us no other choice but to play the race card. And stop asking these people for anything. You're supposed to be demanding.
Okay, this part of the game that they don't show you. How the head of household of FBAs, via be via be woman or man, it's time for us to stand up and say, hey, we're going to vote for people that get things done. And that's what's happening. So you've seen the videos where the community is coming out and saying, like, wait a minute, we didn't ask for this. So what else? What else before I wrap it up? Before I wrap it up, and I do want to hear your comments, and I'm going to make a follow-up video to this right here. But before the next video, which won't be my follow-up video for this, but my next video is going to be about the family and how to get it back together. So I'm gonna lead this video with y'all, and this video, I'm going to show you the distaste that not all immigration communities have for us, because we have a deep love for the Caribbeans, because we almost like first cousins, and everybody else is like second cousins. Like people from the continent, they're like second and third cousins, and people from the Caribbean is like our first cousins, man. And we love them. We love people from the continent, but let's not get it twisted. We got our blood, sweat, and tears on this soil right here. We went through all America's wars. That's our history. Here's the video, and we'll talk more in the comments. Peace.
Ollie says Black Americans don't know their
Especially
fathers.
African Americans, they don't even know their fathers. They don't even know their fathers. It was all of them, most of them were the product of one night stand. One night stand. They will tell you, I don't know my father. Well, who named you? Whose name are you carrying? Well, my mother chose his name for me. And I don't know. Is that what we want for our ummah? No. كلهم أو معظمهم أبناء الزنا.
We are Somalis, not black. There, I said it. Somalis are not black.
For years, many in the diaspora distanced themselves from Black Americans, sometimes repeating stereotypes like, "We're not like those Black Americans. Black Americans are lazy," or "they have no culture." And of course, the infamous phrase, "I'm not black." But now we're witnessing what happens when the same system and the same anti-black narratives shift direction. The very language used to degrade Black Americans is now being used publicly and aggressively against other Black immigrant groups.
No, we are not. I mean, Somali people and Black American people don't look nothing alike, first of all. Second of all, what's up with this Black Americans are going to get caught up in the deportation? They've been saying that since Trump took office, and it ain't happened yet. We have not been getting deported yet. I haven't seen it. But it's like they want us to get deported. As soon as Trump started deporting immigrants, they said, oh, Black Americans is going to be part of it too. And we said, we're not worried about that. We've been said that. And it's like they want it to happen for us. They really, really want us to be in the same boat as them, literally and figuratively. But we're not. I'm sorry to have to inform you that my people was here before Ellis Island. My people made that. We created that. We built that. Okay? We are foundational to this land. I am not an immigrant. I am a Black American. Okay? I was here before America was even a thing. My ancestors were here before America was even America. We fought in every single war. Our blood is in this soil. We're not immigrants. Y'all want us to be immigrants so bad. Y'all want us to be like y'all so bad and be in the same situation as you. We're not. We're just not. And it hasn't been happening. Where has it happened? Show me the articles. Because I ain't seen one. I ain't seen one foundational Black American get deported to. Where they going to deport them to? Mississippi?